What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? I hope this message reaches you in good energy. I hope you and your loved ones are in good health. So today I wanted to talk about the truth, lies, deception, and how someone can be telling a lie and it sound like the truth. Like some of the mechanisms and the resources and tools that they use to deceive us. So let's get into it because we have a great quote here. Quote of the day: the greatest liars always mix in a little bit of truth with their lies. But don't get it twisted. A half truth is still a whole lie. The Catalyst. Song of the day: The Love You Let Too Close by Thousand Below. So there's a very popular and a very polarizing, very entertaining interview going around by one Cat Williams right now. We'll dive into that video in another post that I make because I'm definitely going to address that in full. But a lot of people have credited and applaud the interview. A lot of people have said how, yes, Cat, say what you feel. Yes, Cat, tell your side of the story. Yes, Cat, they should have treated you better. The thing is, everybody has the right to tell their part of the truth, their part of the story. Everybody has a right to speak their truth, except for when it's a blatant lie, except for when you take pieces of the truth and mix them with a lie to make them sound like a truth. And that's what he did in this video. In this interview, there were things that he said he did, and he did, and there was things that were absolutely never happened. He twisted and manipulated things, and to a lot of people, it sounded like a truth. It sounded like things that were factual, and the reason was because there were some truths mixed in with that lie. There were some things that he did. There were some things that he was telling the truth about. There was some exposure that he was doing there. However, there was a lot of fabrication, exaggeration, and straight up lies. You have to be careful when you're listening to someone and they're telling you something that sounds like it could be a lie, even though part of their story you know to be a truth. Do the fact checking yourself. Nowadays, everything's up for grabs. You have to do it yourself. You have to see it yourself. You have to read it yourself. You have to see and let them quote their references and talk to their witnesses and see the evidence that they have. Because too much can be fabricated, too many things can be altered, too many things can be tailored after the fact to fit a narrative that isn't correct. That's how the greatest liars always pull the wolves over our head, by starting off with a little truth. Then they mix in their lie, put in a little more truth, and then they stretch and exaggerate a fact. And next thing you know, you have a story that sounds like it could be 100% believable. But I wanted to address that at least a little bit, not just because of that video, but because of a lot of things that were going on nowadays and a lot of things that are going on around the world, and things that I'm sure you're experiencing a day to day with certain people in certain circles that you have to narrate yourself around. When you hear someone talk about someone else, if it is important that you have that story, it's probably best for you to go ask the person they're talking about and get the truth from the horse's mouth. All right, guys. I hope that you guys are out there taking care of each other. I hope you guys continue to take care of each other. So take care of yourselves. Be kind to one another. Keep me in your prayers. I'll forever keep you in mind. Endure, believe, rise.